This video is sponsored by the URIKAA app, a personal safety app that is here to put Nigerians at ease when it comes to their safety on the go and in transit. More about the URIKAA app later on in the video. The ultimate dating guide for men in 2024. In this video, I break down 5 rules that every man needs to have in the bag to have a successful dating life, in the sense that it is easier for you to attract and keep women attracted in 2024. And I am making this video because there are certain comments I see on my channel where I'm like, this is not 2014. There are certain ideologies that guys have that just will not work in 2024. It just won't work. You're going to fail. You're not going to get as many women as you want. And the ones you get are probably going to leave before you know it. So in this video, I'm going to break down 5 rules you must have in the bag to have a successful dating life in 2022. So make sure you watch till the end. Rule number 1, all women are feminists in 2024. You need to have this at the back of your mind when you meet and talk to women nowadays, right? Because a lot of guys believe that there are women who have feministic ideals and there are others who don't. But realistically, every woman now, and I mean both younger ones and the ones in their 30s and 40s, have adopted a lot of feministic ideals. To different degrees is all you can argue about, right? And you can't even completely blame them, because what modern feminism is do less and get more. And there's almost nobody with half a brain that wouldn't want such a bargain. It just makes perfect sense to adopt an ideology that just favors you to that extent. Favors you to the point where you don't have to do as much to get more than you deserve. Let me paint a very clear picture, right? Everything that a woman lists out when it comes to her preferred man already says she wants a better man than her. She wants him taller, she wants him smarter, she wants him richer, more successful, higher status. Everything shouts better than myself, right? So what she's doing now is she gets a man who technically is better than her in every aspect and tries to make him believe that they are equals, and tries to lure him into a marriage or a relationship where he believes that it is 50-50, when realistically it isn't, right? What this means is the roles that he should play as a man that favor her as a woman, she lets him play it, no questions asked, no disturbances. But the roles that she should play as a woman that might sometimes be unfavorable to her but favorable to him, she argues that it should be 50-50. If you are the type of man who is ready to take care of his household, right, and be a manly man, then you need to understand that so many women out there are actually feminists. Some hide it more than others, right? Some are more feministic than others. But the ideal is in their head. Social media has propagated it, and they are mostly feminists, right? You might not know, being in Nigeria, how feministic they are, but take one of them abroad. Take her abroad and find out how feministic she is. So when you find a woman who you want to be serious with, you need to first of all understand that regardless of how good you think she is, she already has certain ideals of feminism in her head. If she is someone who listens, then you let her know. When I say let her know, don't use words. Use examples. When I say examples, right? Use stories to teach her that a lot of the things that feminism teaches are very dumb, right? It sounds good because it favors the woman alone, but you need to let her know why it makes absolutely 0 sense. And you don't want to do this by preaching to her or sending her videos on YouTube. You want to do this by example. Rule number 2, she is not talking to just you. Doesn't matter if you guys are dating or in the talking stage, she isn't. And is it wrong? No, it's not wrong. Like, for many reasons, it's not wrong. For the fact that, first of all, what if it doesn't work out with you? And she's just like lost. So like she almost has to have guys on the side that if it doesn't work out with you, she jumps to them, right? Is it righteous? No. But is it logical to do that? Yes, it is. Also, even though you are in a serious relationship with the girl, let's say she goes to work, for example, guys are going to come up and talk to her. Let's say she meets like 80 guys a month and she gives out her number to like half of them, because she can't say no to everybody. You guys do know that it is dangerous for a girl to say no to every guy she meets. You know that, right? You know it's actually dangerous. So she's going to give her number to certain guys, and maybe she likes like 5 or 6 among them. She will be talking to dudes on the side. It's just true, right? All that matters is she isn't going to see them behind your back, or she isn't sleeping with them behind your back. But guys go so far, like to the point where they almost hack their girl's WhatsApp, or when she comes home, you want to go through her phone to see what she's been up to. It's dumb. Apart from the fact that it's insecure, right? It is like the dumbest thing to do, because if she wants to cheat, she will, right? The energy you're spending on tracking your girl's movements and everything, you could spend it keeping your family and friends safe. What do I mean? Let's say you have a family member coming to your house, right, from another state, for example, and it has been too long since they left and they haven't gotten to your house and you're scared. You should be able to track that person's location, movement, to ensure their safety. If you have someone leave your house, for example, right, to maybe a very short distance, and in an hour or so you haven't heard from them in a while, you should be able to find that person. You should be able to know the person's location, know the person's movements, and ensure the person's safety. That is way more important than tracking your girlfriend. And that is where the URIKAA app comes in. The URIKAA app is a soon-to-be-launched personal safety app that is here to put Nigerians at ease when it comes to their safety on the go or the safety of their loved ones in transit. The URIKAA app uses a real-time location tracking feature coupled with a quick trigger alert function to alert all your contacts on the URIKAA app, as well as other URIKAA users within a 500-meter radius whenever you are in danger while on the go. It doesn't just alert them, but it gives them a live location and the ability to track down your movement as well. This app puts you at ease with the current rise of insecurity in Nigeria, from kidnappings to one chance, you name them. To become one of the first people to try out the URIKAA app and all of its interesting features, click on the first link in the description and in the comment section to join the waiting list. So instead of spending all that time and energy hacking your girl's WhatsApp just to break your own heart, or, getting bothered because there's a guy that called her one time, bro, look, if babe go cheat, she go cheat. You need to, from the get-go in a relationship, understand that anything feels up, guy. Anything can happen, you feel me? You need to be open-minded enough to understand that, see, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You can't be jumping into relationship head over heels. Now, I understand the financial investment, like money babe why they spend on top of her head. I get that aspect, you feel me? So if she's doing shady stuff, feel free to leave the girl, you get. But being so obsessive about her in and out, where she's going, when she came back, being so obsessive, apart from the fact that it is extremely insecure of you, but it is also a waste of time, because if she won't cheat, she go cheat, guy, and there's nothing you can do about it. Rule number 3. You must keep your emotions in check at all times. Now, keeping your emotions in check doesn't mean bottling up your emotions and ignoring them, but it means knowing when to let them out. Because, like I've said in previous videos, the only true power a woman has is women are emotion benders. You know how they are water benders, blood benders. Women are emotion benders. If you let out emotions without thinking beforehand, right, she will use them against you. And it is not because she's a bad person or something. It is just how women work. It's just how they are, right? She will use your emotions against you if you have zero control over them. As a man, you need to know, right, that if in a certain situation you are right about something and right, she's absolutely wrong, the only way she can win is by using your emotions against you. Gaslighting you is a way to use your emotions against you. Trying to elicit jealousy is a way to use your emotions against you, right? You raising your voice and getting offended and her playing the victim is a way to use your emotions against you. If your emotions are in check, she has almost no power. If you want to be very logical about it, there's almost nothing she can do if your emotions are in check. Rule number 4 is long distance relationships are extremely dangerous. Now, I'm not saying they can't work. I'm not saying they are not possible. I've done it before. It can work for sure, but it is not the best idea. If you know your girl, a girl you're talking to is, you guys are not going to be in the same city or state in the next 1 or 2 months, don't get serious. I am advising you right now. Do not get serious. It never ends well. Look, we are in a generation where women don't trust men. Men don't trust women either. Do you understand? And you know what's funny about that? I feel like women have never trusted men. This is not a nowadays thing. Even when we were younger, remember when we were younger, women are always advised, oh, beware of that man, oh, don't let him come close to you. Men are this, men are that, men are this, be careful of men. So even from a young age of 15, 14, 16, girls are already wary of the harm that can come from a man, right? But with guys, we've been delusional for years. I feel like men only started understanding that, oh, well, these girls are whores. Like, we only started understanding that like maybe 8 or 9 years ago. Before that, guys have been extremely delusional to the fact that women cheat just as much as men. Women are heartless as well. Women are like, they could use you for your money, or they could use you for your time, or for your emotions, or for this or for that. Like, all that negativity about women has been kept on a low and hidden, right? Because there was no social media, there was no ability for men to share their experiences and everybody to understand that, look, just because she's 5'3" and she's petite and she has a beautiful face and a big ass doesn't mean anything. The moment as a man you get to a point where you look at a girl and you're like, oh, that girl is cute, and it doesn't affect, like, it doesn't stop you from being logical, right? And from guiding in your relationship with her. The moment you get to that level, you're basically like, I don't want to make any video game references, but like, at that point, you're unbeatable, bro. So I feel like girls have always been wary of guys, but we just started becoming wary of the fact that, you know, they love sucking dick. But you get my point, though. You get my point. So in this generation, given the fact that nobody trusts anybody, even if your girl doesn't want to cheat, like on her own accord, the things she has seen on social media and the friends that she has as well, it probably pushes her to be like, look, what do you think your guy with the Lagos, what do you think they do? In just sit down for her. They'll motivate her and make her feel like, oh, no matter how you say, if they run your own package. Even though she doesn't want to like do something outside, she feels like you are doing something outside regardless. So it's like, okay, I might as well cheat first before he does, right? So if he cheats, you have leverage and you don't feel as bad. So it's one of those things where if you guys were in the same city, it is a little bit more serviceable, right? Than if you guys were very far away and, you know, calling each other every day. And, bro, it's just not the best idea. If you can do long distance, you know, good luck to you. Well done. But I'm just telling you that if you can avoid it, avoid it. Rule number 5, only spend as much as you can. There is always a richer guy. Do I need to explain this any further? I don't care how rich you think you are as a guy. There are richer men out there. And not just richer men, there are shameless men. There are men who are more shameless out there as well. So even though she doesn't meet a guy who is richer than you, she'll meet a guy who is dumber than you, in the sense that you're sending her maybe 100k for stuff. The guy will send her 700k just for the potential to knock. You get what I'm saying? And if she's not very mentally stable, she probably sees 700k and is busting her head. She's like, wow. And she's so like greedy that she starts treating you funny and maybe thinks the guy has good intentions for her. But my point is, providing is one of the things that make a man a man. So you providing for your girl is absolutely fine, but you need to be smart about it. Have your money in other investments as well, because this girl most likely will leave, and it's not even a bad thing. It's just the cycle of life, right? Most likely she go tire, something goes up, they go, you know, like anything can happen and she will leave. You need to know that you had your money in other places as well. You need to have your money in solid investments as well, right? And then give your girl as much as you can afford to give. Because I don't care how much you're spending, there's always a guy richer and more shameless that will spend more on your babe. If you like the video, hit the like button. To take the safety of yourself and your family members and friends to a whole nother level, click on the first link in the description. Join the waiting list for the URIKAA app that is going to be launched in the next few weeks. Sign up so you can be one of the first people that gets to test the app. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. It go be.